updates and some reconnections and stuff. And it's, when I mean it's been a whole lot, it has been all of the things for all of the times for all of the stuffs. Um, we were in the KOROK Forest, and we were doing some stuff here. We kind of just sort of been, you know, digging on it. So all right, so they want us to find something else, right? Forest dweller shield. All right, naval or ground. Good morning, Hobbs. Good morning. So Rusty currently is not with us. He is chilling with his mom at the moment, and he's had trying to think of how to start with all this, because there's been quite a bit of things happen in the Turtle Club, because we've been there's been a lot. Wait, is this a shrine that we've already completed? Right? We've already completed this? I already completed that, alright. So, somewhere on this massive tree is another item. I kind of want to get the item while we're telling the story, because it's just an easy thing to say and do and stuff. Alright, so the first main thing that I need to stress as we start talking about the story is everybody at the end of all of this is okay. I need to say that because it's been a lot. So last time, we were getting ready, it was coming upon Digrat's birthday. We had Digrat's birthday coming up, and that was, normally we take a break during that time, and I was expecting to get a little bit in, but we had some adulting we had to do, so we kind of trailed off for a little bit, and then the day we were about to get back to streaming, or the day before rather, Digrat and her dad and Rusty were out walking, and they come across a dog. And this particular dog was like very many other dogs in our neighborhood. We have a lot of pit bull owners, and so Rusty is very used to being with pit bulls. He has no problem with them. He plays with quite a number of them. He's also playing with Rottweilers and various other breeds of. Wait, is this my talking perch? Okay, so this is my talking perch. So he said it's below his face, right? But not on the ground. So this item's somewhere around here. So people come up, and it started barking, and it come up to Digrat and her dad and Rusty, and they thought nothing of a barking dog. That's kind of a common occurrence around here. Dogs, when they see each other, they bark. As it started getting closer, and Rusty was getting into what we call the KOROK rocket pose, the I'm about to play with this thing until it was want to play anymore pose. He kind of gets down and coils up like a spring almost. The pit bull started growling, and this quickly turned from a fun encounter to a concerning encounter. So Digrat did what she thought would be best, which I think was absolutely, given the circumstances, the best thing. And she put herself between Rusty, her dad, and the pit bull. Now, the pit bull was aggressive. He did bark, he did growl, but important to note that this particular pit bull did not claw at anybody, and he did not bite at anybody. He did, kind of paw, but there's a difference between an animal clawing and pawing, right? One is kind of a smack or a slap, and the other one is intentionally trying to draw blood. So, but this was still concerning because Digrat wasn't sure about what all this oh, we fell. Alright. what all this dog was trying to do. And so while putting herself between, the dog was trying to get around, and Rusty, Rusty didn't know. He wasn't sure what was going on. And hey, Rusty, how's it going? But he just knew that there was a lot of excitement going on. So as the pit bull tried to get to Rusty, Digrat did get a hold of its collar and was able to subdue it, which allowed Digrat's dad and Rusty to start working on getting out of the area. Yeah, that looks like something. Like an acorn, maybe? Not an acorn, like a breakable pot. Okay. So while Digrat was in between and trying to, basically be referee and was subduing the pit bull, oh, that is the sound of we are going too far and we're about to be reset. So let's go away. All right. So while that was going on, the pit bull exposed its belly, and there is two reasons why the animal usually will expose its belly. One, it wants rubs, it wants belly scritches, and it absolutely is ready to be, a bit on the submissive side and to say, hey, I'm ready to be treated like the adorable little creature that I am. The other reason is because it's a sign of submission, and that it's giving up in a contest of will or strength. In this particular situation, Digrat, was thinking, okay, well, it's calmed down, it's got its stomach exposed, and she went to give it some, some belly rubs. And it took that opportunity while her father had Rusty in his hands and was walking away from the encounter. It took that opportunity to break free from Digrat and to tackle her father. He fell forward with Rusty in his hands and managed, like an amazing champion that he is, to get Rusty clear, and he got him onto the grass. So Rusty, had a bit of a jump, but made it okay. Her dad, on the other hand, managed to hit a drainage ditch and got pretty busted up. We've had a bit of conversation with some neighbors, and there was a couple of trips to one was the urgent care facility to have her dad checked out. He looked a lot worse than he was, which was one of the reasons why we absolutely wanted to get him checked out, because he looked real bad. He's in a similar situation to me, where he's got medications that means that he bruises easy. Alright, so maybe this item we're looking for is over here. You know what I do? I go see what the adventure log says this item is, because I can't remember what it is. Big swirly circle in water, no. Forest dweller shield below the Deku tree's face. Okay. Well, that's the reason why I need to go look at this, because it's below his face. Alright, so there's the face. Here's the below the face. Alright. So, we took him to our, the local urgent care facility, because we're like, hey, they have access to some, equipment, access to some x-ray machine, that kind of thing. And when we took him in, this is how bad he looked, guys. The care facility said he needed to go to the hospital. They weren't going to take a look at him. It was just automatically, you should go to the hospital. So they conducted, a scan at the hospital. Everything looked fine. Well, maybe right over there I see something. Those are some pots, but nothing really there. So where he had stopped his fall with his hand was pretty badly swollen. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely right. And this all happened while I was sleeping. And I'm kind of retelling the story very similar to how Digrat started off telling it, because I wasn't there for any of this. I wasn't there for the dog. I wasn't there for the encounter with a neighbor who kind of helped with the situation as well. But as Digrat's dad managed to get Rusty retrieved, as they got the pit bull retrieved, he managed to get back in the house with Rusty, and at that point Digrat managed to get inside also, while the neighbor helped kind of like not exactly chase off the dog, but kind of make sure that the dog was leaving. And apparently there are several neighbors in the neighborhood who knew about the animal. And oh, is this our shield? Oh, those are bird eggs, not the shield. Okay, we keep looking. But we did the only thing that we knew that we could really do, right? And we contacted animal control to let them know that there is a dog that's on the loose and it is acting aggressive. But Digger was very adamant. This dog did not try to bite anybody. This dog did not try to claw anybody. This dog, it just really kind of acted like it was just aggressive playing, and wasn't aware how aggressive it was being. And animals are like that. If you raise a puppy and you treat it like a puppy, and you never socialize it out of that puppy stage, it'll absolutely continue to think that it's like 15 pounds and can fit in everybody's lap. Alright. So not on the forest floor, so we're still kind of scoping this out, scanning. Below his face, it said. But yeah, so, and that, it's kind of difficult, right, when something like that happens, because you want to do what you can to keep your family safe, and you want to ensure their safety long term. But on the same side, right, this was an animal that belonged to somebody else that we lived nearby, and we have to see this person, right? I couldn't pick him out of the crowd before this all happened, but it's one of those things that there's, especially with social media. Wait, well, that's not a shield, that's a mushroom. There's so many different social media systems, and there's one that's called Nextdoor, which we have to be, which we don't have to be, we happen to be a part of, and that way you can kind of interface with your neighbors in a similar environment to like Facebook, Twitter, and all that kind of stuff, right? And so they posted that their dog was missing, and we hadn't been told about that, that they had made the post, because we didn't know whose dog it was. But our neighbor said, hey, they posted on Nextdoor, and so Digrat's been communicating with them, and it's been, other than the fact that the dog got aggressive and caused some roughing up of my family, it's been a positive experience outside of that. I mean, they've been polite. It's very apparent that, from what we've seen from their messages, that there's some signs that they were making sure that their words were chosen carefully, and we were kind of doing the same, because you have to be doing that, right? You can't just let your emotions get the better of you, no matter how stressed you are. But so that's been a part of that, as to what was going on, because that happened like Wednesday or Tuesday. It was Tuesday, and then Odin decided to let me know that he was going to be in Georgia, and I hadn't seen Odin in over a year, and I was currently in the process, as I normally am during the holiday breaks and for Digrat's birthday, I was currently in the middle of making sure that I would be awake during those hours. And I heavily disrupted my sleep getting ready to be able to pick up Odin from the airport. So I went from being able to be like, yeah, let's do this and we can stream, to I need like another 4 hours of sleep, and completely disrupted my sleep. Like there was hours where I would be up for maybe 3 or 4 hours because that's when my alarm clock was set, and then out of nowhere I would be like, boy, I am totally exhausted. Like, I shouldn't be exhausted, but I am. And so that was a lot of adjustment as well. And then on top of that, we're still in the process here in our home of getting 2 households combined. And that's, maybe it's inside the tree? So there's been a lot of maneuvering and manipulating with all that too. We do have. Wait. Isn't this where we fought the gloom stuff? Yeah, it is. Oh, this is like. I wonder. Is there other stuff here? Like, is there a tunnel? I didn't even think about exploring past that, right? Nope, looks like it's just a hole. All right, so let's be cheaty and just fast travel because we're a little bit on the lazy side. We could probably ascend, but that takes a while. It might be in that hidden room. I'm trying to remember if that's below the face or not. Let's do that. But that's, we got to a point where we finally have like some holiday set up. We have a guest bed set up. We were getting to a point where our home is still looks like we're moving, right? Because that's going to be 6 months, easily 6 months. So that's going to be this thing. But at one point, again, Odin showed up, right? And one of the things that me and Odin did is we played Cadence of Hyrule. I didn't realize that was multiplayer. He didn't realize that was multiplayer. My goodness, Turtle Club, that game is really, really difficult on multiplayer with how we were playing it. And it's because the way we were playing it is there's a way that you don't have to do the timing with the music, but when you're doing it multiplayer, when either you or your other player moves, that considers to advance the beat. And that took some time to get used to, like strategizing when Odin needed to move and when I needed to move. That was some crazy stuff. Alright, what do we got here? Well, what'd you do, buddy? Yeah? Hey, Rusty, what you got going on? Alright, you still just chilling? Alright, cool. But that's been kind of a thing going on, and then we're working on improving too, right? My mother-in-law and my father-in-law, Digrat's mom and dad, there are some things that their old home had that the new home doesn't have. So one of the things, like, what was that? No, that was just moss. All right. Well, this is his eyebrows, right? This is his nose. Oh, that's his chin. Alright. What I'm going to have to do at this point is I'm just going to have to go back to the NPC and see if I can get his hints again. Oh, there it is. Hey. Sweet. Forest Dweller Shield. Alright, so let's... Can we do this? No. We need to do this, and then equip that, and then do this, and then can we do self-portrait? Forest Dweller Shield. Did that do it? Awesome. Get that out. Get that out. And then go back to our nice little emblazoned shield. Alright, so we need to go back up, and this is going to be absolutely faster to just ascend, I think. But yeah, so one of the things that we installed, a while back was a chairlift. One of the other things that we're getting taken care of is converting one of the bathrooms to be a bit more safer with a walk-in shower. They did have a walk-in tub at their old home, and they didn't really care for it. Like, those seem like really, really good until you kind of use them. They're not as spacious as one would think, and they take a very long time to fill up. Yes, we did. Was it hard? It was. Oh, your bow stash is full. Okay, we can fix that. We can absolutely drop this. And we do this. And Forest Dweller's bow. I wonder if we can update that, right? Selfie. I wonder if we can get the bows and stuff replaced, because we're starting to get some inventory issues. But yeah, so we have several quests here, if I remember. We were doing farming. We kind of got sidetracked over here because, shiny squirrels being shiny squirrels, right? But another thing that actually has been kind of an ongoing deal is it's that time of year where a lot of discounts and stuff happen, and a lot of sales happen, and a lot of cool stuff like that, right? The holidays. And we're currently a 3-vehicle family at this point. My mother-in-law had a vehicle. Digrat and I have had the turtle wagon for a very long time, which we still do. And my father-in-law has his own vehicle. And we're currently looking at getting a family vehicle, one that Digrat, I, her mom, her dad, and Rusty can all enjoy. And that's been eating into a bit of time. We also managed to make sure that my mother-in-law now has a way to communicate. She has not had her own cellular phone for a while, and now she does. There's just been a lot of stuff, happening. But those who follow the Discord that were wondering what's up with the other update is I fell down the stairs. Now, again, I'm okay. I don't know how it happened. I was going down the stairs when I woke up Sunday. I was halfway down the stairs and then suddenly is at the bottom of the stairs. I don't know if I slipped. I don't know if I tripped. I don't know if I had a vertigo moment. Everything that I know about vertigo, I've got exercises that I can do and tests I can do to see if that's what's going on. Okay. But okay, well that was weird. Is that okay? What's up with you, huh? Okay. So there is an island, Sky Island, we gotta get to somehow. That was the one I was trying to figure out. Okay. Well, that's a lot. Can we... That's an awful lot. Alright. So if we were to, like, let's unequip that bow. Let's equip that bow there. Make sure we have a good shield on. Let's take off our little spear and our sword. Thick stick sword. And that's oh wow. I like that. That's a single-handed weapon. Okay. So now we're gonna see if we can get all the way up to wherever we gotta get up to. But yeah, I managed to kind of like bang up my shoulder, bang up my elbow a bit, but nowhere near as bad as Digrat's dad when the dog thing happened. Alright, let's... So, come out pretty good with that.
Hey, can I interrupt the stream?
What's up?
Hello, everyone. My book is right beside you.
Yes, it is.
Can you just sort of slide it over
Well,
here?
this is off cam,
Okay.
so...
It's just like, I have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love you, babe.
Love you too.
Bye, was.
Alright, and that's another thing that's been going on Turtle Club is, it's one of the reasons why Digrat's up so early, is, you know, when you move to a new place, you have to set up all of your stuff. And one of the things that Digrat's mom and dad are doing right now is they're getting inserted into the Georgia healthcare system. There's been a lot of doctor's appointments. There's been, and when people, you know, ask, hey, you know, where do you live? And I say, well, it's the Atlanta Metro. People have to stop and think for a second, because not everybody that knows what that is familiar with it, right? Okay, actually, hold up. I need... Would that actually supply heat? I don't think it would. So we have a flame emitter. All right. So we're gonna need some balloon stuff. All right. So let's see here. That's not any balloon stuff, but that is a battery. Well, do we even have stuff in our inventory that we can chip in for this? Let's see here. We have some horns. We have some... Oh, it helps if I actually sort them by type, right? So we have a couple horns there. And we have some charges and some zonite. Not a whole lot, but we have enough, I think, to be smart about this. So first thing we definitely need is we need to get a balloon if we can find one. Of course the balloon is just way over nowhere. Alright, let's see, is there another balloon? Time bomb, balloon, or rocket. That's our travel medallion. Well, I can tell you where we're going to set the travel medallion at next. So once we get to those balloons, unless we can find other balloons. Because that is definitely a little bit on the ridiculous side. Alright. Isn't there a vending machine on the ground too, though? You know, it'd be great if we could filter what symbols we're on. Let's see here. I seem to remember, was it over in Terrytown thereabouts? Near Dig Dog Bridge. Ah, yes. There's an item there that we haven't gotten yet. Oh my goodness. Well, we kind of have to go there at this point anyways then, right? I mean, if there's 5 things that dispense and we've only gotten 4, it heavily stands to reason that that could be anything. It could be a boat or it could be a balloon, right? Hopefully it's a balloon. Because it would just, it'd be nice. Well, that's all sorts of unfortunate that we're about to be fighting up here. But we're gonna make our way up. But yeah, so between all of the appointments, all of the integration, all of the home improvement that's been planning and getting set into place, the dog attack, the family visits, falling down the stairs, and all that, there's been a lot. Now, there is something amazing that's about to happen next year, though. So my company has had a huge ongoing thing. Oh, I dropped my bokobo. Yeah, I sure did. Well, I was hoping. There we go. Ha. Come down here. Really? Game. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's that was not bueno. So my company's been going through a huge change. Unfortunately, they've had a situation where Shellsbit. We had a quarterly report, and the quarterly report was really bad. And come to find out that we had a situation where we were no longer operating in the black, and they informed us that we were going to be making some changes to the company structure to correct that. And that's basically corporate speak to we're about to fire a whole lot of people. And it is unfortunate. I mean, that is part of the way corporate culture works. Okay, so we can drop this one, take this one, switch out to the new shield, defuse, and then make a shield because we like shields. I don't know why we like them, but we just do. And so they were letting us know that, hey, everybody, this is going to be the thing, and we're going to make some changes. Now, there's been a lot of changes. It was not just we're about to fire a bunch of people, but it was we've taken a real hard, long look at the corporate structure. And we realize that we have a lot of duplicated roles, a lot of duplicated jobs. We have some positions in the company that and this is like, everywhere is kind of guilty of this off and on a little bit, no matter where you go. But in this particular instance, one of the things that they had discovered were, from a management perspective, we had excessive management. And in my department, we were kind of guilty of this a little bit. So in my group, we have 12 employees, and those 12 employees report to a supervisor. My group also has 4 employees who don't report to that supervisor, and they instead report to a manager. I wonder if I can take these Nah, I can't, because this is just going to wrong button. This is just going to I can't just get the balls right. But so in my group we have 12 people that report to my supervisor. My supervisor reports to our manager. My manager has 4 employees that are very similar to the 12 of us that report to him as well. So we have 12 people reporting to one person, and then we have 5 people, which includes that one person reporting to another person. And so if you look at that from like a organizational standpoint, you start asking questions like, well, if these 12 people report to this one person, and this other person only has 5 people reporting to them, and our organization, you know, has portable pot, big wheel, steak, okay, and okay, so that wasn't what we needed. All right. So why are we in a situation? Actually, grab these. Why are we in a situation where this leadership structure is this way? Why don't we just have one person that has 16 people reporting to them? Big wheel, zonite. Okay, so zonite does not get put in there. Batteries. Really? Well, what the bananas? Okay. Hold that. Hold that. And so, and it's not just our organization, right? It's not just my group. It's across the board. Our company has situations like that. A spring. Okay. So that's what we were using all that stuff for. Well, that's unfortunate, because that means that the balloon is going to be what we have to have. And that means that we have to get here from here, likely, right? Finally got it, but unfortunately it came at a cost. Alright, so yeah, I think it's going to be our best bet, maybe. We have a considerable amount of stamina, and we have Talon, right? I mean, we might be able to glide all the way there. But yeah, so they started letting everybody know, hey, this is going to happen. And what they did then is they asked if anybody wanted to do the Hunger Games thing and just straight up volunteer as tribute. And that was weird. And so a lot of people were able to do that. They could put a volunteer in, and the company said, now look, we don't need the entire company to be gone. So we're going to, you know, if you want to volunteer, make things easier for yourself, for your coworkers, and to potentially reduce some of the ambiguousness, you can do that. Have the treasure chest, like, either never got looted, which is not like me at all, or it respawned. And I like a respawn. Respawns are great. Alright, so if we can make it here, right? So how can we make it there? If we've got wings and some control stick, oh wow. Like, is the purple like down there somewhere? Well, there's the gold. There's the purple. We can make that. Right? We can easily make that. So yeah, so we had people being able to volunteer. We had people being able to say, yeah, I'll take one for the team. I will, take the volunteer. And those who volunteered were actually rewarded. If you volunteered and you were approved for your volunteer, then not only were you going to then retire from the company with a severance package, and anyone who has been removed from the company does get a severance package with my company. That's just one of the things that I do appreciate about this group. Let me see here. Could I possibly get to there? Because that's where we're trying to aim at, right? But they would be doing so with some added severance. And it was quite an attractive package. For those that did volunteer, they got the standard severance package plus 13 weeks of additional pay and $20,000. That's not a $0 amount. I mean, for those who are working and that kind of stuff. Are we landing there? We are landing there. Okay. Here is the dispensing. Hey, Hunter, how's it going? So, it's not like they were just saying, haha, you're on your own, goodbye. But so they were, trying to make sure that those who were going to do something along those lines, that's okay. So this is all we have. We really need a balloon. All we want is a balloon. Did we get one? Stabilizer. Balloon! Alright. Good morning, Chadley. Hey. Dude, I've been keeping up with your crafting on your Ryu thing for the Street Fighter 2 deal. Dude, that's so impressive looking. That is so impressive looking. And if you guys see the postings in our Discord, Chadley absolutely has been doing some really cool stuff. Really great family-friendly streamer. He streams on Twitch. He streams on YouTube. Chadley is his YouTube channel. Old Man Chadley is his Twitch channel. And let's see if we can... I don't know if there's anything there that we need to really be worried about. But I need to start thinking about how we get up to the KOROK place. Just finished the hand last night. Working on top now. Nice. But yeah, so my company has been doing some reduction. Hey, we can resupply some of our stuff. Because, hi. Construct horn, Zonai charges, construct bow. Ooh. Drop that Boko bow. Get this construct bow. Please, thank you. Oh. Fairies. And so any group that had anybody volunteer and the volunteer package was rejected. So stressing that, so let's say that I said, I've had a good long run with this company. I'm going to volunteer, so no one else in my department potentially has to be involuntarily let go, right? So the company said that if anyone does that for their title in their team, right, and they are told no. So if I were to volunteer and I would have been turned around and told no, what they told us is that everybody within your team with that rank or title would have been absolutely safe. And they've been true to that. The problem is, so me, for instance, I've been with this company since 2003. This year, if I were to have taken the severance that they offered me with the bonus and everything, what it would have come out to was I would have had full benefits for 39 weeks, and I would have had 39 weeks of pay, so benefits and pay, and I would have had the 20K on top of that, and it would have come out to still less than what I make in a year. Not by much, though. I want to stress that. You know, it's a really attractive severance package they were offering to everybody. But for me, I was looking at, okay, here's my benefits, here's my pay, here's my safety net, and now I need to find... Nope, that was not what I was trying to do, and that possibly just scared off that fairy. Nope. Can I jump at it? Nope. Bye-bye, fairy. Bye-bye. But I was in a position, you know, where as attractive as it is, it wasn't going to be something that Digrat and I could really pursue. And a lot of people were in a very similar boat, right? Here's almost a year of pay. Hopefully you can figure something out. Alright, so... North Hyrule, Sky Paleago. So we can fast travel there. And maybe get a better idea what things are looking like, right? So while they've been doing all this, while they've been taking all this and combining it and rearranging stuff and whatnot, they've had the opportunity to kind of, as they say, trim the fat. Okay, so... Oh, this is the roller coaster funhouse thing that we did earlier? Oh, goodness. Okay, so... very much no help there. Alright, so where is that? So there were people in a similar boat to me and Digrat, though, right? Where the package was attractive, it looked really good, but if you couldn't, you know, feasibly... Whoa! Oh my goodness. Okay. Gravy boats. Huh. So is this one of those things where... Aha! Alright, so we could get all the way there. Then it's a question of just getting up to there. Wow. So is it better to get here maybe? And kind of look. Let's do that. Let's go over to the sky tower that we have over here and see what we have access to, because my goodness. So, you know, I've been with them since 2003. I have a considerable amount of time in the company. I have a pension with the company. That's one of the reasons why they would want people like me to leave, because leaving right now is less money that they have to pay for my pension. You know, because my pension payout is an average of my total income that I've had with the company. Alright. Let me go this way first. nearby down below. Wait, what? Hi. Ooh, it's another dispenser. Hello, dispenser. I doubt I can shove fairies to this thing, but I think I got a core. Yeah, I got a core. And that. Because that was the big thing, right? Is could I find the same benefits? Could I find the same wages? And the answer to that is likely no. Alright, so we were missing two things here still. Alright, and somewhere around here is a shrine. Well, that's not a good sign. This sounds like one of those do-it-yourself build-a-shrine. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh. There is bound to be a crystal somewhere here. Alright. And if I had to say, it's probably somewhere around there. Judging by my luck. Alright. Gotta head out? Alright, no worries, man. Let's see here. Speaking of... okay. Apparently, Rusty is... what's going on here? I got a message from Digger at 1 second, guys. All right. So that was kind of where I was at, right? Is I needed to make sure that I had that working, because where I've been with this company for as long as I have, not only do I have a lot of benefits that I don't want to really have to necessarily give up and have to seek other places, but I also have a lot of paid time. This year I had 296 hours, which I have scheduled all of it out, and at the end of the year I was told by my boss, hey, you thought you scheduled a lot but you didn't, so you need to take some extra time, which has been really helpful because of all of the things going on here with the vehicles and the fixing and all that. I went the entire wrong direction. That's what happens when you are having a good time and get distracted. Alright. I was also thinking that maybe the crystal was up here, but wait. That's like half a golden apple? Or no, it's just the light reflecting it in a weird way? Okay. So, one of the things that has come of this, though, is as people have volunteered and have parted ways and have moved on to other things with other companies and stuff, they have been reorganizing our organization and reevaluating some things. So this is where this whole started off, where I was saying something amazing is about to happen next year, and this is what it is, Turtle Club. They took a long, hard look at the overnight employees, of which I am one of, and they took a long, hard look of the return to office for our group. And they said that they can no longer, with the intent, the expectation, and the reasoning for having us return to office, they cannot justify having the overnight employees of our organization be required to go into the office once a week. Now, the daytime employees who are currently going in once a week, they're going to have to start going in twice a week in 2025. But people like me, who work nights, are no longer going to have to go into the office. Which means in 2025, there is a really strong chance, and I mean pretty much almost a 100% chance, that we're going to be back to, whoa, please no, thank you, no, I don't know what we do at this point. I really don't. Maybe we can use Talon and get there still. Whatever this monstrosity is, maybe we can use Talon and get here still. We fought 50 billion of these things. Maybe we can fight it. Alright. Hey, we've made it here. Sweet. So the cool part is that we are going to absolutely be able to get back to streaming Monday mornings. So I'm stoked about that. I'm no longer going to be stuck in traffic. It'll be one of those things where Monday mornings we'll be able to stream, just like we had in the past. Okay, well that's weird. I guess we won't be able to ascend this. We'll just have to actually scale it. Yeah, super good news. Really excited about that for a lot of reasons. So I went into the office this Sunday. I fell down the stairs, got up, and went to the office. One of those things where you kind of have to weigh, are you good enough to work? Are you hurt or are you injured, right? So I went into the office, and it has gotten below 30 degrees outside. And our company, like many other companies, they have, climate control, and they have corporate overlords who decide, what the temperature for the building should be set for. One of the things that happens in those kind of situations that's never accounted for, though. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is completely non-ascendable. Wait, can I not even climb this? That was weird. But they don't account for the building being empty at night when I'm there. So this is another reason why they're deciding that the overnight shift employees no longer need to come to the building for reasons like that. Because at night there's nothing available nearby, though I'm still required to take a lunch break, even though there's nothing for me to do during my lunch break other than eat. But with the way my schedule works and the way our actual department operates, well, that's all sorts of weird. Huh. I don't think I'm going to be able to send that, right? That is so disorienting. Alright. Well, let's do this. No. This, right? No. Let's see. I know my travel medallion's here. Collect medallion. Yes. Wait. How do I put my medallion down? Can I not put my travel medallion down? Thought I could. That's what I get for not remembering how the travel medallion works. I think I have to get all the way up to the top and then dive down into that water. Which is quite a lot. Oh, I need to figure out what's all the way at the bottom of this anyways, right? Let's not get splattered, please. Ooh, that was almost... Hey, it's another vending machine. Nice. We'd like to be able to open that from the bottom, but that'd be vandalism. We try not to vandalize things. But yeah, I am super excited to be able to get a chance to like get back to stuff. Look in the key items menu. Ah, that's what it is. All right. Thank you, Hobbs. All right. Hey, it's one of these dudes. I administer this ceremony. Yes. I'll do it. Are you just going to put me all the way up? Glad we went all the way down to the bottom. This reminds me of the island in Skyward Sword. Where's the next one? Oh my gosh, this is exactly what this is. Just instead of using the sail, we have a lot more control with our glider. Alright. Yeah, look at this. This is basically what this is. It's a nice throwback. Did we manage to just nail it on the first go? Is that what just happened? Let's go. Let's talk to this trial guy real quick. And I just got a timer. Well done. Yeah, I'll do it. One zone I charge. Oh. We don't have a zone I charge. Alright. Oh. Is it going to give it to us anyways? $31. I feel really good about that. Glide tights. Oh, nice. I'll pass for right now, because it is time for me to head to bed, unfortunately, Turtle Club. But we have definitely a place to go for Sunday. Now, I do have some adulting to do tomorrow, and we will get that taken care of. And we will be back here for the shrine in some more time. Chadley, Hunter, Hobbs, thank you for chilling with me. Lurk Squad, you guys came out today as well. And we had Rusty for a little bit. He popped in, he said hi, he said bye. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I kind of like the throwback, and we definitely want to get that timing better and see what we can get, especially the fact that it's like, here's an outfit that makes you do this better. Matter of fact, we could probably put those pants on to get our time better on the next run. So I kind of like the way this builds up. But Turtle Club, I'm going to have myself a good night. You all have yourself a good breakfast, a good lunch, a good dinner, a good weekend. Whatever you're about to do, as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and have a good one. Take care. Thanks for watching. And yes, Hobbs, super glad to be back.